The discourse is over. We have sat, we have talked, we have argued, we have pondered. The discourse is over. These people that tweet you when you retweet somebody, when you just say a simple fact that should not cause you to get a knot in your stomach, like, I'm not a Nazi?
Whoa. What do you mean? You're uncomfortable with being called a Nazi when people don't have a grounds for it?
I don't know. People are going to go, are you sure? Why even talk about this? Why even bring up Nazi? Anyone who has to say I'm not a Nazi is under suspicion of being a Nazi. Yeah, it's like Nazi Germany, you know? I'm not a Jew, I'm not a Jew. All right, well, they're going to see if you're a Jew now.
Before, no one gave a shit. You're the one that brought it up.
Yeah. Outwardly proclaiming you're not a Nazi is suspicious Nazi-like behavior.
Yeah, we didn't give a shit. No one thought you were a Nazi until you just said that, Dan Harmon. You put that idea in our heads.
Goddamn secret Gestapo Nazi.
The people that tweet you and say, nor am I, but just out of curiosity. Yeah,
I can't believe he's making fun of autistic people like that. He's just making fun of autistic people. That's right. Because when Trump goes,
he was making fun of autistic people. Now Dan Harmon's sitting here, guilty of pedophilia, guilty of trying to start the Third World War or the Second Civil War, and now he's guilty of making fun of mentally disabled people.
Yeah, and when Trump did that, it was proof he wasn't even making fun of a disabled person. He just looked retarded doing it.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
This guy's big, blatantly.
Making fun of some unknown autistic person on Twitter. And the other point to that is everyone that tweets to you trying to explain something or ask a question?
Nazis definitely don't sound like that. I know for sure. I'm not a Nazi.
Just tell them to go fuck themselves. The discourse is over. The war has begun.
Wait, when was the Discord period? We had a Discord period about Nazis?
I don't remember a discussion at all about people being like, yeah, okay, let's see if you groups that we are accusing Trump supporters of being Nazis, let's see if you're really Nazis. I don't remember that.
People don't try and have Discord about being Nazis, even the Nazis.
Yeah, they shut down the discourse immediately because they didn't want anyone to question their authority.
No one's debating that. Usually when people are debating that, and the people he's calling Nazis, all they're doing is stating facts and their own opinions and their own sides. It's just the opposite side of what he wants to believe. No one is saying we should gas Jews or crazy stuff like that. No one is practically on the right. Even the practical right is not saying that's okay. That is a huge minority.
Yeah.
You're not talking to Nazis anymore. You're not talking to people that want to entertain the notion of being a Nazi anymore. You don't want to talk to people that want to circumscribe the concept of Nazism within a fucking Socratic dialectic about goddamn whether Nazi.
So, you don't want to discuss with people that may challenge your idea of what a Nazi really means?
He just likes using that trigger word, Nazi.
Yeah, it's like he's jacking off mentally as he's saying it.
Keep saying the word, it loses its meaning.
I kind of get the impression like he's kind of like one of those southern preachers that really hates gay people and preaches against gay people, can't stand gay people.
They like to use the word faggot just to get the blood riled up at their base.
Right, and then when church is closed Wednesday night, he's having sex with Steve behind the altar. You know what I mean? Don't try to tell me what a Nazi is. I know what it is. Fuck you and your facts and Socratic method.
Yeah. Forget any Socratic dialogue. That's bullshit. They're Nazis, I'm right. Debate over.
They're fucking Nazis. It's the bedrock of humanity. It is.
I thought the bedrock of humanity was pedophiles. Dan.
Zing. Yeah, yeah.
I think it goes pedophile and then Nazi. If you want to go for that, this guy's putting it pedophile in the upper middle class here.
Wonder why he's trying to protect that class.
Trying to cover it up with Nazis.
It is so low that the worst people in the world find it, and that's where they rally.
He's talking about like Nazism attracts like the worst people. Okay, let's give him that it attracts a lot of racists and a lot of ethno-purists and those retards.
Yeah, it definitely does.
You've got that.
That's agreed, for sure.
Right? But Operation Paperclip, on the other hand, we wouldn't have NASA if it wasn't for their scientists. Okay, so...
Yeah, no one said Nazis are stupid.
He's saying they're the bedrock of humanity. I mean, like...
Yeah, like the foundation.
Space Force.
We have gotten so bad that a third of our country has gotten there. 29% of the people are fucking Nazis.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Just no. No, they are not.
He's shaping the word Nazi to fit what he needs it to fit. A third of the people I disagree with, they're Nazis.
Yeah, I think the actual statistic for like white supremacists or race purists in the United States is something less than like 6%.
Yeah, there's less white supremacists than there is black people, by far.
That is just a bullshit statistic that he's using to push a bullshit narrative predicated on a pedantic sense of moral superiority.
Pedantic.
Let's face it, that's a minority. We can beat them.
That's a minority. We can beat whatever minorities we want to. I'm with you with that, Dan. You and about 29% of the population agrees. We can beat the shit out of whatever minority we want because they're a fucking minority.
God damn, Dan. Don't forget to say, you're not a Nazi.
I'm not a Nazi. Beat minorities.
We have to say, I'm not a Nazi, though. 2/3 of the country just don't want to be political. It's not politics to say you're not a Nazi.
Why are you so excited about telling people you're not a Nazi? You're vehemently defending something that nobody has said yet. We get it. You're a progressive. No one gives a fuck.
Dude, Hitler gave speeches the same way. He's doing the same notions. He's moving his hand. He's got that passion in his voice. We're going to remove the Nazis and Heisen.
We're already at war. Get off your asses and do something.
Find a Nazi. Murder him today. Beat a minority.
It's like taking a shit. You just do it.
I bet his shits are enormous.
Why does it always come down to scat and scat porn with this dude? Like, there's characters that eat shit in his shows. There's tons of shit jokes. There's stuff about, like
feces and knees. That was off the cuff.
But, like, yeah, just a whole bunch of his fucking stuff was themed around that and pedophilia. Yeah. You know who was really known for being pedophiles, right?
Well, like Michael Jackson?
The Nazi Vril Society. They thought by fucking kids they could get their vril from their bodies and live forever.
So maybe if we have a diagram in the middle would be fucking kids with Nazis and Dan Harmon. That's one of those memes. Nazis, Dan Harmon, fucking kids.
Or you explode! You die if you don't shit, and you die if you don't say you're not a Nazi!
You die if you don't say you're not a Nazi.
I'm not gonna say I'm not a Nazi just because Dan's mad about it.
I was just thinking about, what about all the Nazis that are like, oh, yeah, I'm not a Nazi.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure tons of Jews said they weren't Jews to not die. They even acted Christian.
Good job, Dan.
Hold on, though.
Why does it feel like Dan's trying to excite a race war?
You know what? It doesn't matter what the fuck you say. It's completely based on your actions. You can't just say, I'm not a Nazi, and then just go do a bunch of fucked up shit. As long as you say you're not a Nazi.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, and that's why the left is retarded, because that's basically what they do in their own sense. Is that they say, we're the good, we're the moral just, we're the moral high ground, and they do morally fucked up things. They're morally inept. And that's exactly what he's saying, is just say, I'm not a Nazi. Just say you're the right thing. But we're not judging people off what they say. We're judging them off their actions and what they really believe and what they do.
Here's what happens when you get cancer. Nothing good. Nothing. There is no way out of it. I'm your country's doctor. You've got cancer.
He's his own fucking doctor. You have diabetes. You have heart disease.
You are morbidly obese.
Yeah.
You have mental disorders.
That's like going to see the homeless guy under the bridge as your doctor. He's not our fucking doctor. Our doctor is President of the United States. And we've had 4.1 growth this quarter. That's facts. That's facts. That's not doctor bullshit. I didn't just make that up 29%.
Hold on. Can you say, though, you're not a Nazi?
No.
You have fascism. You are going to suffer. You are going to fight. You are going to feel pain. You are not getting out of this. We have fascism. It is happening. We're fucking dead, maybe. Or maybe they're dead. That's about it.
What fucking sense does that metaphor make whatsoever? It sounds like you're just reaching for whatever you can that sounds dramatic to humdrum claps and applause, like virtue signaling on a stage. What the fuck are you doing, man? You're supposed to be a professional.
Because people that he's talking about are modern day Nazis are not saying the same thing. They're trying to convince them with their ideas that they really believe in. That, hey, we should be doing things differently with the country. We should have freedom and this and that. They're going on about their own stuff.
What do you think about the
They're not having,
question?
let's murder the liberals speech. They're not having that.
Yeah, no,
they're trying to have a Socratic dialogue and win it. That's what they're trying to do.
That's actually a good point. For all the speak of Nazis and like KKK, white supremacists, ethno-purists, all that shit, right? I don't remember the last time I heard any of those people, even on like television documentaries, talking about we need to kill all the black people, we need to kill all the Jews, we need to kill all the
Muslims.
Muslims.
They want separation.
That's that. Yeah, they're talking about just get rid of them, put them out there somewhere else, and we'll have our own place. All right. I mean, like, they're not talking about killing people, Dan.
Yeah.
You're the extremist in this situation.
That's not fair to really do.
Not fair to do, but for
fair to
compared
think
to killing
about
them.
and be agreeable and to have an idea and argue it. It's fair to have that thought.
It's fair for them to have that sensibility, but in comparison to what Dan Harmon is trying to say.
That's just drawing a line in the sand and saying we should kill all these people on the other side of my line.
That's fucking crazy.
We should have evolved past that. That's why we don't have slow wars like the Civil War anymore, like hopefully the Vietnam War anymore, like we had the American Revolution, we had the French, Indian War, we had all kinds of these wars because of things like that. A red line was drawn in the sand. Instead of trying to figure it out, we're just going to kill all these people.
That's why we have the Socratic method, you jackass.
Of our evolution right now, not doing that anymore because we've done it so much in the past and so many innocent people have died because of it. Because of people in power giving real big speeches, not putting their life on the line.
It's not a continuum. There's no gray area. It's not a fad. Fascism doesn't pop up and then recede when it finds out no one's into it.
It's not a gray area. You know what? I'm going to say this in nerd terms. Yoda said this shit. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
It doesn't respond to love. It doesn't respond to hate. It doesn't respond to ignoring it. It doesn't respond to timeouts. It doesn't respond to attention. It doesn't respond to lack of attention. You stab it. You cut it out. You bombard it with poison.
That's not true. That's not true. Most of the die-hard Nord cuck, Aryan Brotherhood motherfucking white supremacist fucks, when you sit down and have an actual dialogue with them and open up and talk to them or introduce them to other parts of culture they haven't been exposed to, 9 times out of 10, they are open to change.
Yeah.
They all have a friend that they know that is another ethnicity that's their friend, and you can always use that as a stepping stone to show them that aspect of life. And 9 times out of 10, they end up changing their perspective. Dan Harmon is the type of person who has already said he does not give a fuck what you expose him to, what you talk to him about. His perspective will not change, and you need to be stamped out.
You bombard it with poison, or you die, and in any case, you will probably die. Don't die talking to cancer. Don't die hanging out with it. Don't die arguing with it on Twitter. It's fucking fascism. Enough. Team up. Stop bitching about Bernie Sanders. I don't care what flavor you want your democracy to be. It's democracy versus motherfucking fascism.
Wait, we elected the guy who's calling a Nazi and his followers all Nazis with democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, his logic is defeating himself as he speaks. You'll get your chance in 2 more years, and then you win with Socratic dialogue. You don't murder the opposition to get less votes.
Yeah, that sounds like fascism.
That's insane. All his actions that he's insinuated are what fascism is defined as.
Yeah.
Not racist people. That's not fascism. Not people who are super pro-gun. That's not fascism.
You can be as Bernie as you want. You gotta do it later, man. You gotta do it fucking later. You gotta do it later.
Good job, Dan Harmon.
Pedophile alcoholic.
Pedophile, alcoholic, fascist.
Please leave Justin so we can do better.
Yes.
Please leave justice so we can get what we want.
No one wants you on that show
No
anymore.
pedophiles.
No more female writers.
Nope.
You're not a goddamn Nazi, Dan Harmon! Keep talking that shit, you wanna go to war, I will fuck you up!
We're fucking ready for the war.
Goddamn right!
We're goddamn ready for the war.
Fucking stick!
Fuck you, Nazis, Dan Harmon.
Fuck you, Dan Harmon.
Fuck them.
Fuck you.
Ready to go.
Fuck you, Dan Harmon.
Thug life. Fuck you,
No more
Dan.
slugs, no love straight thug out here in Compton.
I got all these stones so I can instantly erase 29% of the population. That's right, me and Dan.
Nigga, ooh.
Ready to go. Ready to go. Got my armbands.
Got this gap for your ass.
Armband. Armband.
Armband.
Armband. We're gonna armbands.
Armband.
Band arms, armbands. With the armbands.
We're
That's a little gun.
We're
Band
taking
the
your guns away with
armband.
guns.
Ban the guns.
We're gonna ban the guns by using guns.
These guns.
These. Ooh, bitch.
Fuck the Avengers.